first ever trip to Wrigley for you?
Man, it was fun. You know, I never really been here, so I never really seen the stadium. I've seen the outside, but being here was cool, though. I really loved it. It was a great atmosphere, great experience. It was amazing.
Just defensively, what was the game plan coming in today? Try to slow down this Northwestern offense. You had some success running the ball. But when it came to this game, you guys got the key stops.
Yeah, we did. You know, we just focused on playing our game. You know, all week, we just said we got to play our game, we got to practice the way we've been practicing. We just got to get back to our old defense. You know, prior to this game, you know, we didn't really haven't played how we wanted to. But, you know, this week we definitely got back in practice, got back to work. And, you know, today we came out and I feel like we were back to ourselves, back to how we were playing, you know, at the beginning of the season, in the middle of the season. So, you know, it's just glad to be back out there, you know, glad to get back to work.
George had a big hit on the running back in the backfield early, blocked the field goal. How did that kind of set the tone for you guys where it's like, okay, let's go out and punch them in the mouth and just take it to them?
Yeah, that's one thing I always preach is we got to hit them in the mouth from the get-go. And, you know, George was the first one to hit him in the mouth, and he set the tone for all of us. And after that, you know, we just kept hitting him in the mouth. You know, that's just one thing you got to do. You know, Northwestern is, you know, historically aggressive. You know, so being physical and beating them in their own game and being physical and aggressive, you know, that's you know, a key thing to winning and beating them. But I feel like it definitely brought our energy, and you know, I loved it. You got to hit people in the mouth. That's what defense is all about.
Now the offense scores a touchdown end of the first half to make it a 13-0 game, and then defense allows that drive by Northwestern to get into the end zone. Just can you kind of walk us through that drive? What did they do that kind of gave them success, and what did you guys kind of talk about heading into the locker room to prevent them from, you know, capitalizing on that moment?
Really, I feel like we were just not tackling strong enough. You know, we weren't being physical when we were wrapping up. You know that when you're not physical when you wrap up, they're gonna get extra yards. They're gonna keep moving the ball down the field. So you know, I feel like it wasn't necessarily what they were doing. It was more like what we were doing wrong, and it was just we wasn't being physical enough. You know, we talked about it. And we were up, you know, first out. So it was like, we got to be physical, we got to be more physical. And we just weren't, and, you know, towards the end of the half. So we just came out, had to be more physical and just, you know, tackle up. You know, that's one thing you got to do, you got to tackle. And if you're not tackling aggressive, they're going to get yards and they're going to keep pushing down the field. So we just got to talk about being aggressive. That's what we did.
Questions for Jaylan? All right, Jaylan, thank you for bringing Milton next.